And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever
Good evening. Before we get started, I just want you to let your loved ones know that our YouTube channel for both the district and the high school is streaming this live. If you have people that could not make it today, they can go to the North Babylon High School or district website and click on the YouTube channel in the top corner. Please rise and remain standing as the North Babylon Fire Company Color Guard presents our nation's colors, and Fire Chief Mike Mazar leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Then remain standing as members of the orchestra and concert choir sing our national anthem under the direction of Miss Nicole Verderosa and Miss Tina Bueller.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color Guard, retreat.
Welcome. You may be seated. My name is Dr. Jonathan Klomp. I'm principal of North Babylon High School. I would like to welcome you to the 63rd commencement exercises of the North Babylon High School. It is indeed an honor, a pleasure, and a joy to be with all of you here today. I ask that the following members of our distinguished audience stand and remain standing to be recognized. From our Board of Education, Mr. Dan Caroleo, Ms. Teresa Callahan Caroleo, Mrs. Keisha Rivers, Mrs. Heather Rowland, and Mr. Robert Scheid. Our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Glenn A. Eschbach, Ms. Kimberly Skillen, our Deputy Superintendent, Mr. Frank Bakke, Assistant Superintendent for Business, Mrs. Monica Manzi, Assistant Superintendent for Pupil Personnel and Special Education. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize our Director of Physical Education, Mr. Jason Friesen. I'd like to recognize our Social Studies Director, Ms. Crystal Barnett, our Director of Mathematics, Ms. Amy Michalopoulos, Mrs. Dana Musso, our ELA Director, our Director of E&L and World Languages, Mr. Gaetano Vaccaro, our Director of Science, Frederica Miller. I'd also like to recognize my stunt double from the middle school, Mr. John Ruggiero. I'd like to recognize my outstanding high school assistant principals, Mrs. Colleen Lagandi and Mr. Jeff Raymond. Truly, I cannot surround myself with two better teammates. We wish Mrs. Lagandi and her family congratulations, as she cannot be with us here tonight for the first time in 18 years, as she's been a teacher, a dean, an assistant principal here, and she's over at Bayshore celebrating commencement with her son, Avery, who is graduating simultaneously to us. As we get started, I have some thank yous for putting together our graduation ceremony. A huge thank you to our graduation coordinator, Mrs. Selena Durio. Mrs. Durio has done a terrific job. Our fantastic secretarial staff has made today possible. I want to highlight Mrs. Andrea Buxa for helping create the beautiful commencement program that all of you have tonight. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Ray Robarge, my secretary, for keeping things running like clockwork. We as a school are indebted to you and all of our secretaries who tirelessly and carefully do yeoman's work every day. I want to thank our entire PTSA for their support and willingness to do anything for our students. Give a shout out to PTA President, outgoing Ms. Chamoff, who is also celebrating with her daughter today here on the field. Big thank you to Mr. Matt Backus, our Director of Plant Facilities, and to all the members of his departments, our custodial, grounds, and maintenance staff. To my building custodians, your jobs have never been harder than the last 3 years dealing with the COVID protocols. Thank you. It's been a team effort. Thanks to Mr. Jim Benizzi, who has been doing this for 36 years with our buildings and grounds crew, leading that, and he will be retiring, as well as thank you to Mr. John Culkin from our maintenance department. I'd like to thank you all for your help in getting ready for today. At this point, I would also like to thank our town supervisor, Mr. Rich Schaefer, a Bulldog and alumnus of North Babylon High School. Mr. Terrence McSweeney. Mr. Ballone, another alumnus, will be here shortly as well. I would also like to thank our Director of Technology and Student Data Services, Mr. Dan Rose. He's up there. Oh, there he is, tip of the hat. Thank you, Mr. Rose. And his technology department. 8 years ago, we began a journey of becoming a Google school. And with the superintendent and board of education support, we've expanded to a one-on-one program, and it's now throughout the district. The technology department has never been more important and more essential with live stream ceremonies like tonight and keeping us connected during the pandemic. Finally, at this time, I'd like to thank Mrs. Melissa Loudon and Mrs. Renee Sanchez, our class of 2022 advisors. Let's give all these people applause for their contributions to today's ceremony and getting us to this support. Rich, you want to say a few words? You good? I never know. Mr. Rich Schaefer, our Town of Babylon supervisor. They told me you were running all over the place.
I'm only going to say a few words. One, congratulations, best wishes, and all the best as you become alumni of this great high school, North Babylon. 41 years ago, I was sitting in the same chair, well, not the same chairs, and definitely not on a turf field as a graduate receiving his diploma here, class of 1981. But I want you to all help me say a special thank you. You just heard Mr. Klomp talk about thanking all the people who've been part of your life to get you to where you are today, including your parents, your grandparents, your relatives, all those who've made sure that you got up on time, made sure that you made it to class, got that project done, made it to Little League, sports, music, art. All of that work has been to make sure that you were here today so that they can be very proud of all that you've accomplished. So I'm going to ask you to stand up. And on the count of 3, I want a great big thank you to not only the audience out there, your relatives, but to the staff and the administration of North Babylon School District. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 22.
I'm almost done with thank yous. I left off Miss Imhoff and Miss Carrie O'Rourke, our special education assistants. Thank you to both of you. Miss Imhoff, of course, is a graduate of what year? Not funny. I wasn't being funny. He just said 81. Okay. 17. Okay, as we begin the celebration of the class of 2022 and focus on your achievements, it's important to recognize the loss experienced by so many families in our community over the last few years. Please rise as we have a moment of silence to reflect on family, friends, classmates, and teachers that have helped you on your journey and cannot be with us at this milestone today. Thank you. At this time, I'm asking High School Assistant Principal Mr. Jeff Raymond and Physical Education Athletic Director Mr. Jason Friesen for some help. Graduation provides us with time to reflect upon some of North Babylon High School's accomplishments from the last year. We'd like to share several of these items with you, and I ask that you hold your applause until the end, until we've completed our list, or tell you we should get some applause. Are you ready?
Members of the class of 2022 applied to 2,400 colleges and have been accepted to colleges such as Howard University, Cornell University, Barry University, Eckerd College, Flagler College, Franklin Pierce, George Mason, Hamilton University, Manhattan College, SUNY Stony Brook, SUNY Binghamton, SUNY Buffalo, SUNY Farmingdale, Syracuse, UConn, Clemson, Clarkson, Drexel, McGill, Hartford, Penn State, Stonehill, Temple, SUNY Geneseo, University of Arizona, and UPenn, just to name a few.
Seniors led to North Babylon High School receiving a New York State Public High School Athletic Association School of Excellence Award because of 23 out of 27 varsity teams were named NISVA Scholar Athlete teams, where each team's average GPA for 75% of the roster was 90 or above.
106 members of the class of 2022 received a combined total of $74,000 in scholarship money sponsored from the local community given to our seniors at this year's scholarship night.
Senior athletes were awarded all state, all county, all division, all classification, all league, all county academic and league, and county player of the year honors.
Wagner College has awarded one multi-talented senior a full scholarship to study set design at Wagner College, which houses a highly competitive technical theater design program. Another senior, a student sound engineer, will hone her digital storytelling skills at NYU's prestigious film school in the fall. Also, the American Academy of Dramatic Arts has accepted another senior to their BFA program in musical theater, which commences this fall. 4
members of the class of 2022 will graduate with a New York State Seal of Biliteracy.
3 students participated in the early college program through Suffolk Community College and earned those college credits.
2 band seniors represented North Babylon High School at the NISCAM All-County Music Festival. 2 band seniors won the prestigious NISCAM scholarships for studying music in college. There were only 9 awards for the entire county this year, and we are the only district to receive 2 of these awards. 2 band seniors also won nationally recognized music awards, the John Philip Sousa Band Award and the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. 4 band seniors won local music awards. 4 band seniors won local and college scholarships for music. 4 band seniors will be studying music in college, and many more will continue to perform at the collegiate level.
117 class of 2022 members were high school athletes. Many participated in multiple sports, with 23 3-sport senior athletes and 17 Gold Key Award winners from Section 11 for playing at least 8 out of 9 seasons from sophomore to senior year. And this year's valedictorian and salutatorian are both athletes.
Seniors that will be joining the armed forces after graduation, please rise and be acknowledged.
Okay, you may be seated. The Broadway Educational Alliance has awarded one of our seniors the 2022 Roger Rees New Faces Award for solo performance in dance.
This year, 18 seniors were members or inductees of the National Art Honor Society. Together, they painted 5 murals at Cedar Beach, designed hundreds of holiday cards for seniors in nursing or rehabilitation centers, and held a virtual pumpkin auction to raise money for the Babylon Breast Cancer Coalition.
Some senior athletes will be playing collegiate sports next year at the following colleges/universities: King's College, Barry University, SUNY Farmingdale, SUNY Maritime, SUNY Purchase, Alabama State, University of Albany, Florida Atlantic University, Patterson University, University of Mount Olive, St. John's University, Suffolk Community College, Rhode Island, and Stony Brook.
52 members are members of the seniors are members of the Tri-Am Music Honor Society. This year, the Tri-Am Music Honor Society participated in mentoring elementary band and orchestra students as well as performing with them in their spring concerts.
Seniors led the following teams into postseason play this school year: soccer, baseball, softball with a league title, track. Girls spring track were county champions and state champions in the 400 meter and 4x100 meter relay. Wrestling, tennis, golf, bowling, and cross country. Seniors also led the following teams to Section 11 Team Sportsmanship Awards: girls tennis, boys basketball, boys soccer, field hockey, girls soccer, and baseball.
One choir senior represented North Babylon High School at the Niskayme All-County Choir Festival. 2 choir seniors won local and college scholarships. 4 choir seniors will be studying and are pursuing music at the collegiate level.
3 seniors wear cords for the first time this year, honoring their multi-year commitment to the North Babylon High School Student Equity Team.
2 orchestra seniors were selected to participate in the 2022 Long Island String Festival. 3 seniors were chosen for the 2022 LISFA Chamber Music Festival, and 2 senior orchestra students will major in music in college.
8 art seniors had work exhibited in the Huntington Art Council's annual Jury Nightmare on Main Street exhibit. One of these seniors won an Honorable Mention Award. 4 seniors had work exhibited at the Art League of Long Island's annual AP East exhibit. 4 seniors had their work exhibited in a private show at the State Parks headquarters. 2 seniors had their work at NYSADA's legislative exhibit. 1 art senior was chosen as NYSADA's Artist of the Month for the month of May. 1 senior's work was selected for an exhibit at the Long Island Museum of Art, which is a Smithsonian affiliate. 7 art seniors will be pursuing a career in the arts or art education. They will be continuing their studies at colleges such as FIT, Montserrat, and SUNY New Paltz.
1 senior was one of 4 students island-wide to be selected as a recipient of the Long Island Scholar Artist Award for Excellence in Theater. The goal of the Scholar Artist Program is to honor exceptionally accomplished high school seniors. In addition to receiving a scholarship, this senior was just featured in Newsday and will attend LIU for music theater in the fall.
Seniors led the National Honor Society and our Students for a Better World Club to give back by stuffing over 75 backpacks for community members to have supplies for the 2021-2022 school year. They wrote letters to people in Ukraine giving encouragement and hope, sent out over 100 blankets with messages of hope to the homeless on Long Island, and donated over 75 jackets to the homeless on Long Island and New York City. They helped raise over $11,000 for Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and they helped clean up Cedar Beach and painted murals in the beach underpasses. Wrote over 100 letters to members of the Ghost Army living on Long Island who received the Congressional Medal of Honor. Assisted in making P.S. I Love You Day a success by decorating the school and writing personal messages. They helped stock up the North Babylon Bulldog Cupboard weekly and donated Thanksgiving turkeys for the holidays. They assisted the Breast Cancer Coalition in decorating the light posts on Deer Park Avenue during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and volunteered at local events such as the community groups Go Fly a Kite Over Babylon, the North Babylon Lions Club, and the Emily Myers Foundation.
This class of 2022 has raised thousands of dollars and given service to many important charities. Their accomplishments deserve some applause. Thank you, guys. You, the class of 2022, have moved through North Babylon's 5 elementary schools. Then you came together at Robert Moses Middle School. And your high school journey has been a strange one, impacted by COVID mandates and regulations, online synchronous and asynchronous learning, masks, hallway and dining restrictions. The quote, "the new normal," has been anything but normal. But you have persevered, you've gotten it done, and we're here today celebrating your commencement, and I hope it is a happy day. I wish for you a future, class of 2022, of happiness. I think we have to ask ourselves, though, for a minute, how happy are we in 2022 as a society? The author and professor at the Wharton School for Business, Adam Grant, coined the term languishing, and I think it might be the best description of where many of us are after the last 3 years of the pandemic. He notes it isn't burnout, we still have energy, it isn't depression, we don't feel hopeless, we just feel somewhat joyless and aimless. He says languishing is a sense of stagnation and emptiness. He says it feels as if you're muddling through, looking at your life through a foggy windshield. Languishing isn't as bad as its close relatives of anxiousness, feeling overwhelmed, depressed, stressed, or angry. Looking at incidents of rage and tragedy that mark the news nightly, one quickly realizes the new normal must come to an end. And therefore, it's important as you walk out of the ceremony that we talk about happiness. At North Babylon High School, we talk a lot about identifying our emotions, our socio-emotional well-being, but perhaps we don't talk explicitly enough about happiness. What is happiness? It seems simple, but it's really a complex question. Dr. Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology, explains that happiness has 3 elements. He calls them the pleasant life, the good life, and the meaningful life. The pleasant life consists of savoring and appreciating and having gratitude for the people in our lives, for nature, for our bodies and health. The good life involves discovering your own virtues, characteristics, your talents and strengths, and using them creatively to bolster the quality of your life. Finally, he says the meaningful life, where we use our strengths and energies in the service of others, where we devote ourselves to causes which profoundly and positively influence the greater good, that's the meaningful life. Knowing these 3 types of happiness can be a guide to discovering what makes you happy as you leave North Babylon High School as a graduate. How can you be happier and change your behaviors to increase your sense of happiness? Many people stumble down the wrong path, seeking temporary happiness. But research shows that once your basic life needs are taken care of, neither more money or a different house or a different job or a long vacation, none of that will make you more happy. In the book, The How of Happiness, psychologist Sonia Lubersky tells us that 50% of happiness is determined by our genes. Roughly 10% is determined by circumstances. We don't control either one of those things. But 40% is determined by your thoughts, your actions, and your attitudes. These are entirely within your control. So I encourage you to mindfully explore happiness so we can put our languishing days behind us. Once people's basic needs of shelter, food, overall security are met, they don't become happier by acquiring more money. Again, research shows us that happy people, once their needs are met, they don't get happier by acquiring a new car or a bigger house. Here's what happy people do. Happy people devote time to family. Happy people devote time to friends. Happy people have an appreciation of beauty and excellence and can recognize it in themselves and in others. Happy people cultivate their strengths and talents, but are humble. Happy people practice optimism. Happy people manage their feelings and actions and exhibit self-control. Happy people are helpful and empathetic and regularly do nice favors for others without expecting anything in return. Happy people are also physically active. Happy people are true to their convictions and face the threats and challenges and difficulties and pain despite their doubts and fears. Happy people are honest to themselves and to others. Happy people spend time in nature. Happy people are creative. Happy people treat everyone equally and fairly and give everyone the same chance, applying the same rules to everyone. Happy people learn new things. They seek out situations where they can gain new experiences. Happy people forgive others when they get upset and when people behave badly towards them. Happy people are grateful for the many things in their life and express their thankfulness to others. Happy people live life playfully, making others laugh and finding humor in difficult and stressful times. Happy people have loving relationships that are characterized by giving and receiving love, warmth, and caring. Happy people persist towards their goals despite obstacles, discouragements, or disappointments. Happy people feel and believe in a sense of purpose or meaning in their lives, and they see their place in the grand scheme of the universe, and they find meaning in life every day. Happiness, students, in the end, is a mindset to be cultivated. Your teachers and your families and you have worked hard on your development of knowledge, skills, attitudes, and character. Here at North Babylon High School, we remind you constantly of Mahatma Gandhi's words, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." On behalf of the faculty and staff at North Babylon High School, we wish you all a pleasant life, a good life, a meaningful life. Be the change. Go Bulldogs. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Glenn A. Eschbach.
Good evening and welcome to the class of 2022, parents, families, and friends. It's such an honor and a privilege to be here this evening. If you haven't been able to tell, our theme is about happiness or happy. And what really makes me happy is the time that I got to spend here yesterday with Tyann, Tyler, and Justine and listen to them share what made them happy about their experiences here in North Babylon. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm just going to share a short poem with the class of 2022. Open your heart to happiness. Let every pore absorb light. Swim in the joy of the here and now and cast off the darkness of night. Walk in the summer of sunshine. Fly in the blueness of sky. No possibilities are boundless. Understand that nothing can die. Step from the shadows. Sing till your throat gets sore. Smile for as long as the day is. And laugh just a little bit more. Breathe slowly and deeply and listen. Give all of your ideas a chance. Let the sun beat down on your goodness and kick off your shoes and dance. Class of 2022, I wish you a world of happiness. Take pride in all that you do and stay true to yourself. I believe being true to yourself is a really important characteristic for somebody to possess. Strive to accomplish what you feel is important. Participate in the things that make you happy. And most importantly, never let someone else compromise who you are. Always remember that no matter where life leads, you will forever be a Bulldog. Congratulations, class of 2022.
It is now my pleasure to introduce a true Bulldog, our class of 2022 class president, Tyann Tanner.
Hello and good evening, friends, family, and North Babylon staff. Serving as president in the 21-22 and student government for all 4 years at North Babylon, it is my honor to address the entire class of 2022 today. First, I would like to start off by thanking the families and parents here this evening because families are the backbone of the community, and I know that I would not be here without my own family. So thank you, Mom, Darren, and Shayla. You know, when I was first asked to write this speech, I was a little hesitant. I had to really dig deep, and scour every part of my brain to remember all the memories way back to elementary school. As I've grown up, certain memories faded, but the vital ones still stayed. I remember the field days, where your friends from different classes became your enemies in 1 second. The universal trip to Mango's, when we were all introduced to Spanish and Mexican culture. Some of us was actually invited back. Pardon me. I remember the Museum of Natural History trip, when my friend Trey got lost and gave my mom a heart attack trying to look for him. Like, he just walked away without telling anyone. I laughed with friends as they told me their own memories. I mean, when your friend tells you that their 5th grade teacher got twerked on by a Harlem Globetrotter, you can't just leave that out. But it's while looking back at these memories that the joy and laughter of those times were remembered again. Next, we were introduced as tiny 6th graders into the middle school. 5 different worlds combined to a newer, bigger one. We went from cubbies to lockers and had to adjust to all new time schedules. From a night in New York in 8th grade to a night at the Met our senior year, we evolved into different people in the blink of an eye. Then we emerged from the middle school into the high school. We became freshmen, bottom of the food chain, and from that first day of 9th grade, we were tasked with planning the rest of our lives. We were determined to graduate and start the transition from high school to adulthood. High school in itself was different. It introduced us to teachers like Miss Cashley, whose different approach to history and curriculum itself allowed for my ideas to flow and thrive. Our own top 25 was severely humbled by the class that is AP Calc. Then everything changed when the pandemic attacked. Our thought processes, relationships, and friends with family, and all of our lives in general were flipped. We had to adjust to a new normal that nobody expected. To be honest, time felt non-existent. Hours turned into days, days into weeks, and weeks into months. It got to the point where I thought it was April when it was actually June. I know from the perspective of the class of 2022 that quarantine definitely ruined any type of drive that we once had. There was definitely a struggle to get back to the groove once full days were introduced again. But being who we are as the class of 2022, the superior class, we made it through, but not without some blood, sweat, and tears. Like a lot of tears. Now it's time for the beginning of the next phase of our lives. While it's heartwarming to look back at the past, it's now time that we embrace our future and the endless possibilities that come with it. For my final words, I would like to take the time and thank some special people. To our very own class advisors, I want to thank you for taking on those countless stressful days to ensure that we had the best fun. To the other officers, thank you for riding along on this journey with me, no matter how long it's been. And finally, to the class of 2022, not only has it been a pleasure to serve as your senior class president, but I want to thank you for allowing me to do my best with the circumstances that we had. Thank you.
Mr. Steve Ballone, alumnus county executive, is here. Would you like to say a few words, Steve? What's up, man?
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to be here. Superintendent Eschbach, Principal Klump, members of the Board of Education, faculty and staff, and family and friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2022. It is an honor to be with you tonight. Congratulations on behalf of the 1.5 million residents of Suffolk County. I don't know if you know it, but you live in the largest county in the state of New York, by the way. They all couldn't be here, of course, although many are here. But we wanted to say how proud we are of all of you and what you have accomplished. And for me personally, to be here tonight representing the county is special because, as you heard, I graduated from this place on this field, although the field looked very different when I was here than it does right now. But I know that having grown up here and graduated from here, so much of what I am and what I've been able to do has come from here. And knowing this district and the people here and what you have overcome, the challenges that you have faced, you all have an incredible foundation for success. Because at the end of the day, the greatest measure of your success, your happiness, however you measure it, will be in your ability as you move through life, as we all do, continuing to face great challenges, your ability to overcome those challenges, to pick yourself up when you've been knocked down and move forward through the dark times to the light. That is what will get you through. And all of you, with what you've overcome these past couple of years, which was unprecedented, is really incredible and says so much about who all of you are. So I know you are set up for success. I know, based on what you've experienced here from personal experience and with the diploma you received tonight from this school, that you will be able to achieve your highest hopes and dreams and ambitions. It's all up to you. And so I'll close very briefly with something I like to say at graduations because it's a book that I love, that I've read to my kids since they were babies. They're 14, 12, and 10, and they get their teachers to sign it every year, and many of you may have received it as a graduation gift. It's Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations. Today is your day. You are off to great places. So get on your way. Congratulations, class of 2022. Go Bulldogs.
Tyler? Mr. Tyler Havanek is the class of 2022's salutatorian with a weighted GPA of 102. Tyler took 10 AP classes. He is self-disciplined, reflective, highly motivated, and has excellent leadership qualities. He embraces rigorous hard work in the classroom and on the field of play, but he's also humble and kind. Tyler is a member of numerous honor societies. He's been on the high honor roll every semester during high school. He played 2 years of lacrosse, 4 years of basketball where he's a team captain, and 4 years of football as a quarterback and team captain. I asked his teachers that had him in the classroom, what do you think about Tyler? Miss Luna said, Tyler is, quote, wonderful, focused, just a nice kid. Mr. Duffy had Tyler 2 years for mathematics. He noted he is very conscientious. He always knew his math. That's high praise from Mr. Duffy. Mr. Rowland said he is an overachiever in phys ed in the weight room. He's one of the finest young men I've ever known and is a natural leader. Miss Leeson noted that Tyler always exhibited leadership when working in groups in English class and was pleasant to everyone. Miss Sibbles noted he put in as much work to Spirit Week as he does his academics. He took Pink Day to a new level. Jersey Shore Day was ridiculous. She said it was like an Aaron Judge home run. Not to mention his legendary impersonation of Coach Rowland. Spot on. Tyler will be studying finance in the fall at Rutgers University. It is my pleasure to call Tyler Havanek to deliver the salutatory address. All right, you good?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Thank you. First off, I would like to thank Dr. Klomp, the Board of Education, and all the faculty that made this beautiful event possible today. To all the parents, teachers, and friends that have gotten us to this point, this is just as much a celebration for you as it is for the class of 2022, and we thank you for all your help and support. Growing up with such an amazing family, there are a good amount of people I would like to briefly mention that are here with me today. Starting off with my cousins, AJ and Nick. You boys have been the greatest gift to watch grow up, and you're like little brothers to me. I cannot wait to be at your high school graduations before we know it. To my grandparents, you have been my biggest fans since my first football games to my last, and I cannot put into words how incredibly thankful I am to have the support you have constantly provided me. To my sister Brooke, I thank you for not only giving me advice every day, but for setting the bar high from such a young age, constantly forcing me to try and follow in your footsteps. You have always been an inspiration to me, and I'm so excited to see how successful you'll continue to be in the future. Finally, to my remarkable parents. Mom, there is so much I want to thank you for, but I can never express within this speech how much you've done for me. If you aren't crying already, I'll try to keep it that way, although I doubt that's really possible. You have shown me how to focus on my goals and how to live a balanced life, never cracking from the positive personality you have every single day. Thank you for keeping my head on straight and never losing patience with me, even when I drive you insane. Without you, I would never be here today. My father's selflessness and humble demeanor is something I strive to emulate, as well as his ability to always look on the bright side of things. My dad introduced me to the sports I love, but more important is the motivation and encouragement to excel in school. When brainstorming with my parents about what to say here today, my dad kept bringing up other people I can mention and thank, without the thought of himself. That is how my father has been my entire life, always putting others before him. Today, I am proud to give him the recognition he deserves as my role model, and I'll be proud to be the half of the man he is in my future. North Babylon has given me the best of both worlds here, learning both in the classroom and on the field, from countless great teachers and coaches. I'm honored to stand here today as both salutatorian and number 14 of the football team for the class of 2022. It was a balance of being a leader as a quarterback and a voice in the classroom that got me here today, and without one or the other, neither would be possible. Wearing number 14 this year was the best honor of my life, and I'm forever grateful for the relationships I have with the legendary Coach Terry Manning and Coach Rowland, along with the entire North Babylon football program. This football community has done so much for me, and even through the injuries this year, I always felt the love from everyone involved, motivating me to continue to be a part of the team that was like family to me. Sports have always been where I enjoy myself the most. Sure, I've had plenty of fun in school, dressing up for Spirit Week and doing certain projects in class from time to time, but it was always on the field where I felt at home. starting from Patriots soccer, NBAC football, youth lacrosse and basketball, to middle school and now, of course, JV and varsity sports. There was always a lesson to learn every time I stepped on the field. Sports have taught me the importance of consistency and trusting those around me, things I've taken with me in my everyday life. Working to be a better player every day has translated to becoming a better person every day. Daily practices and games for football and basketball was a great motivator to keep pushing forward in school. Using what we enjoy as motivation to push through the challenging things in life is a balance that is key not to only a scholar athlete, but life itself. In Yankee legend Derek Jeter's book, The Contract, he talks about how his parents never allowed him to practice in baseball until all his homework was complete. Even those who have devoted their life to one area or skill, such as Derek Jeter to baseball, have learned the importance of balance in all areas of life to have success. Balancing the fun of life with responsibilities we have is a lesson I've learned that is crucial to our well-being. Of course, sports and school are two of the most important things in my life, but the friends I've made here in North Babylon are what made this ride so special. Having great people around me every day in school and on the field has truly been a blessing that can often be taken for granted. To all my friends and teammates, I thank you for all the lasting memories, and I can never express how important you've been to me on this journey. As many of us head into college, our workload will be much greater than anything we have experienced, with the distractions of parties and new relationships knocking on our door. It'll be an important time to stay organized and use the fun around us to balance our mental health with the stress of assignments. Finding that fine line of work-life balance is essential to not only us graduates, but also all the adults here with us today, who demonstrate how to balance responsibilities with enjoying life. My favorite book, named 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson, touches on ideas of how to find this balance in life. Dr. Peterson is a clinical psychologist who writes with influence from his experience from working with a wide variety of clientele, from patients with depression to those with schizophrenia. Peterson's second rule states, treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Although it sounds simple, this perspective is often overlooked. For many of us, it is easy to advise those we love on what the best decision to make is, but that same decision becomes difficult when it is yourself. Controlling impulsive decisions is a skill we will all need in life, and treating yourself like you would to a little brother or sister can make decisions much easier, helping us make sure we stay consistent in our balanced life all the time. This message may make it sound like I know the key to life and how to succeed, but unfortunately that is far from the truth. Even with all these goals and rules I try to live my life by, I still wrote this speech the day before my speech rehearsal with Dr. Klump, and I began all my final projects the day they are due this year. But by doing so, I was able to enjoy the last few weeks of our senior year with you, all of you amazing people, and I'm so grateful to have this experience with you all. Sports have taught me how to live a balanced life, and I hope I have inspired you as you go play the real game of life, to find your balance and push your limits while doing so. Class of 22, I love you all. Bulldogs forever.
Great job, man. Great job. Miss Justine Borgia. Justine Borgia is North Babylon High School's class of 2022 valedictorian. 4 years of self-discipline, dedication to learning, working out in the gym, practicing her instrument, and overall brilliance has placed Justine at the top of her class with an average of only 103.5. Justine has challenged herself with the most rigorous courses at North Babylon High School. She's taken 11 advanced placement courses, earning a 5 or a 4 on every one of them. She's excelled in all honors, AP, college-level courses, and is clearly prepared for college. She's a member of the 1350 SAT Club here at North Babylon High School. Actually, she broke 1,500 by quite a lot. She is a National Merit Commended Scholar, meaning she was in the top 50,000 seniors in the country on the PSAT. She's an AP Scholar with distinction, meaning she has an average score of 3.5 or higher on every exam she's taken. Justine is a captain of the girls' varsity tennis team, a member of Kickline, played trumpet in the band, in the jazz band, and the pit band. In addition to the numerous honor societies, she competes as a member of the academic team in in-house tournaments. So what did Justine's teachers say about her? Mr. Duffy said, rock star, genius, real deal. Miss Casserly said, social, in a good way, helpful, smiling. Miss Leeson said, always willing to take a risk with her analysis in English. Miss Caruso noted, funny, bubbly, school-spirited, and smart. Miss Bongiorno, our AP Chem teacher, said Justine came to class every day smiling, even though it was AP Chemistry, and it was first and second period. With a big smile on her face, Miss Sibbles noted Justine once wrote a lengthy excuse letter for a late assignment. But the assignment wasn't actually late. She just liked the letter. So she sent it and she thought she was going to be late because she was, quote, saving America by playing in the band, end quote. But it was on time. Justine will be attending Emory University in the fall to study neuroscience and behavioral biology. It is my pleasure to have Justine Borgia deliver the valedictory address today. You good?
Yeah.
All right, good job.
First, I do want to say happy birthday to the salutatorian. All right. Welcome friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, to the class of 2022. Today, we are here to celebrate both the lives and memories we have made in North Babylon, as well as the start of each and every one of our new journeys. I would like to start by thanking our friends, families, and teachers for giving us the love and support we needed to start our journey. To my friends I have made through the years and in many various clubs, like kickline, tennis, track, and band, thank you for accepting and loving me. It's going to be hard to say goodbye after so many years of growing up together, but I am excited to see what we all achieve. To my very large family, thank you for filling my life with love and joy. Each and every one of you is so special to me, and I want you to know that everything you have done for me is deeply appreciated. And to my parents, who probably put up with way more than most valedictorians' parents do, like dropping me off at in-school suspension on one of the first days of summer vacation, thank you for accepting me for who I am, no matter how crazy it makes you. My mom and dad make countless sacrifices to ensure my hard work does not go unnoticed or in vain, and have provided me with every opportunity I could ask for. Words cannot express the gratitude and appreciation I have for everything they have given me. I also need to thank my grandparents for always being there for me. My Grammy has taught me to show my love with wit and humor, as well as to try anything, no matter how intimidating it may seem. My grandma shows me the importance of togetherness and family, and has been a rock in my life for as long as I can remember. My grandpa has always been my #1 fan, and I wouldn't trade our times together for anything. I must say, the biggest gift he has given me is probably my gym membership, because one of my favorite things to do is to flex my muscles to anyone and everyone. Most importantly, I do need to thank my sister, Junie. My sister just graduated from Northeastern University summa cum laude and is currently researching stem cell therapies for diabetes, is leaving in January to study abroad in Japan, and will be continuing her journey in medical school. My sister is the embodiment of the person I'm trying to be: kind, passionate, determined, and independent. It's the inspiration she has given me that led me to be standing where I am today, and I want to thank her for being my best friend. After seeing how many people I have in my life that deserve thanks, I realize there's one important person I have left to thank: myself. We often give others credit for our achievements because many of us have doubted our own potential. This year in English, many of us learned about absurdism, the idea that life has no true meaning and we're just random beings living random lives in a random world. We read works of literature analyzing the foolishness of the characters who looked at others for meaning and validation. We scrutinize these characters with condescending words, yet follow suit every single day. We gave everyone except for ourselves permission to determine if we are good enough. This year, I realized that I was living my life in hopes of others telling me my purpose. I measured my worth in the words of those around me. I was only smart if my grades were being praised. What we fail to understand is that nobody has the right to judge us when nobody knows the virtues we choose to live by. All we need to do is look in the mirror, be our own judges, and that's all the validation we need. This year, I learned one very important fact: life has no purpose. While this may be shocking to hear during what should be an inspirational graduation speech, that's what I heard anyway, it's a fact that knowing has given me a new perspective on life. No one is born destined to have a more meaningful life than anyone else. We must find beauty and comfort in the fact that there are no requirements to fulfill to make life meaningful. We do not need to be smart enough, attractive enough, fit enough, rich enough, or successful enough to deserve to live. For me, I consider success to be living by my virtues and goals and being exactly the type of person I want to be. What I want to be is happy. I want to fill my life with the people I love and the people who love me. I want my career, no matter what it is, to be something that helps others. I want my career, no matter what it is, to be something that helps others. If I achieve this, then no matter how much money I make or how people think of me, I'll consider my life successful. I want everyone here to consider what would make their life a success. What are your values and goals? Forget anyone else's definition of success and think about what it truly means to you and you only. Is it to be loved? Start telling those who matter to you just how much you truly appreciate them. Is it to be happy? Then spend every day going forward doing what brings you joy. We need to express our gratitude of free will by exercising our freedom of choice. And what better day to start choosing to be happy than today? I know graduation's a scary time. It's a time where we have to leave our lives planned by parents and teachers to make our own decisions and set our own paths. But knowing that there is no such thing as a right path and no such thing as a wrong path, and all that matters is happiness, I'm brought a sense of peace. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared, better yet terrified of becoming independent, but I'm also excited. Excited to be a random being living a random life in a random world. Excited that today and every day moving forward, I can make the choice to take on this absurd world being exactly who I want to be. No matter who thinks what you should do, should be doing, or should have done, the only validation you need is from yourself. Only you can decide if you're living for the virtues and goals you set for yourself. See today as a new start. Forget any expectations that have been set on you and think, what truly makes me happy? All that comes next are countless opportunities to do what truly makes you happy. To friends, family, faculty, thank you for loving and supporting us and guiding us through this absurd world. We would not be here without you, and this is as much as a new chapter for all of you as it is for us. And to the class of 2022, it's been real. I'm really gonna miss you all, but I can't wait to see the amazing lives you all choose to live. I know you guys will make me proud, but remember, be proud of yourself and all the great things you can accomplish. Let's go, Bulldogs. Mike's so much better.
So much better, I told you. Thank you. Okay, students, we are at the point where I need you to all stand and repeat the graduation oath along with me. I will lead you. Please repeat after me. With gratitude to my school, with pride in my town, and with devotion to my country, I pledge, as a graduate, to cherish the traditions of North Babylon High School. As a citizen, to work both alone and with many to improve my town. And as an American, to obey my country's laws and support and defend its Constitution. Mr. Dan Caroleo, and members of the board, Mr. Eschbach, Superintendent of Schools, on behalf of the faculty and administration of North Babylon High School, we certify that the students of the class of 2022 have met their requirements prescribed by the Board of Education in accordance with the laws of the state of New York to receive their diplomas as graduates of North Babylon High School. Will the class of 2022 please remain standing till the three of us finish, okay? It is an honor and a privilege that we present to you the class of 2022, Mr. Eschbach.
I accept the recommendation of the administration of North Babylon High School and recommend that the Board of Education of the North Babylon School District approve the awarding of diplomas.
On behalf of the Board of Education, I accept and duly certify the recommendation of the high school principal and the superintendent of schools.
Students, using your left hand, please move your tassel from the left side of your cap to the right as graduates of North Babylon schools.
Now, by the power vested in me by the State Education Department, the Board of Education of North Babylon Schools, the Superintendent of Schools, I pronounce you graduates of North Babylon High School. Congratulations. Students, you may be seated. Or, I'm sorry, graduates, you may be seated. I'm sorry, alumnus, you may be seated. All right, I'm good with you. Back in. I just need him. Yeah, you're going to go up in 2 seconds. You're going to go with me. Just wait 1 second. Students, you processed in as candidates for graduation. You will recess from the field shortly as graduates. Okay, here's how this is going to work. Mr. Raymond is going to call up the class of 2022 president and some others, our secretary, our historian, and some other students. You will follow the path. You will hand in your card. Students and parents, please pay attention to the route of the first couple students. They're going to stop in the middle. They're going to shake hands. They're going to get a diploma cover. We have a professional photographer there. And at the end of the promenade, we have professional pictures being done, okay? So with that, here we go, Mr. Raymond. I just need to grab one thing.
Tyann Tanner. Ashley Lynn Beck. Michael Fuentes. You get the guy on the motorbike back. He was fun. Where's your card?
Here, but you're calling me to speak up.
Right. Yep. I would like to announce Logan Quintana and Angelina Reynoso accepting an honorary diploma on behalf of Nico Quintana. Tyler James Hovanek. Tori will be the first one you do, okay? And then if you actually want to go back and forth, whatever you want to do. Sounds good. That was your middle name. That's awesome.
Phoenix.
I know, I like it. It's awesome. Justine Phoenix Borgia.
Angelina Reynoso. Tori Marie Obremski. Grace Elizabeth Lotman.
Once you get to the middle, once it gets to the middle, then you can read it.
When the student gets to the middle,
Alexa Filiberto.
you're not waiting because we'll be told that.
Ariana Lynn Manjapani.
Why you throw me under the bus like that?
Oh, 'cause you
That
got
was
it.
mad disrespectful.
Yeah, shut up. Trey Span. Chloe Jan Kelly. Richard Harding.
Fritz Etienne.
Fritz Etienne. Devontae Bailey. You still owe me $1. Christian Brown. Can you pronounce it?
Jolly.
Jolly Cameron Brewster. Damir Wesley Divine Menegalt. Nasira Kiana Yvonne Holder. Ariel Celeste Chisholm. Cherokee Love. Okay. Walensky Kolo. Aaron McGowan.
Don't say my middle name. Just say Mesa Guerrero. Thank you. Wait, Catherine too.
Catherine Meza Guerrero.
You want to say my name? Go on.
Yeah. Delani Fernandez.
Angelique.
Angeli Henry. How do you pronounce it? What? How do you pronounce it?
Nelly Duque.
Nelly Duque.
It's pronounced Stefan Bernier.
Stefan Bernier.
So we do need to speed up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, once they hit the first person, we need to say the next name. Yeah, because we will be here till it's dark.
Myaja Desiree Turpin.
Can you do me a favor? Can you say Kennedy J. Mayfield?
Yeah.
It's J.
Kennedy J. Mayfield.
Sorry, Vic. No, you're good. Just say it. Jennifer. Yeah.
Jennifer Hansen.
I know you.
Shane Halloran. Peyton Losardo.
Just Jasmine Weston, please.
Just Jasmine Weston. Jasmine Weston.
Xavier Jenkins.
You got it. Xavier Jenkins.
Yeah, well, boy. Amir Stewart. Amir Stewart.
Amir Stewart. Amir Stewart.
Make sure you pronounce it DeFazio, right?
John DeFazio.
John Lanciano.
John Nunziato.
You gotta unfold it.
Yeah, it's fine. Michael Barone.
Mikey!
Holy shit.
Do you want me to say my name?
Yeah, you can send me my name.
Antonio Frank Biscardi. I know you. Jason Philip Kolk.
Francisco Sergio Nieves Jr.
Francisco Sergio Nieves Jr. I know you.
I think you know.
Abigail Rose Edwards.
It's Dominic Monarkowitz.
Dominic J. Monarkowitz. Oh, your name's easy. Joseph Mott.
Villalba, is how you say it.
David Villalba. I know you.
Yeah.
Charles Pescatori.
Good.
Say your last name?
Jakowski.
Jakowski, okay. Megan Jakowski.
Charles Babino. Numan Ahmad. Patricia Kanopka.
Everyone's expecting you guys to Everyone's expecting us to like fall bust our asses.
Caitlin O'Neill. Gabriela Carlo.
You know how to say my name. Tim Picano. Tim Picciano.
Timothy Picciano.
Say Anthony Giannotti Jr.
Anthony Giannotti Jr.
Just Guillermo Argueta.
Guillermo Argueta.
Give it up, Mike.
Ibrahim Assam. Jack Montecalvo.
You say Junior?
Victor Edrosa Jr.
You got me, right? Vincent Luca.
Vincent Luca.
You got my last name, right? Yeah.
Christian Herrera. Justin Arceniegas.
Yo, can you just say Junior after that?
John Jordan Jr. Nathaniel Santana.
Lions? What? Lions or Lions? Lions.
Malcolm Lyons. Daniel Valadares. Elfair McKnight.
It's Mejia. Just, you can say that if you want to.
Jonathan Alexis Mejia.
Davon Amir Lofton.
Devon Amir Lofton.
You got it.
Deshaun Andrews. Jaden Williams. Justin Barley. Jesse Weichert.
You know how to say it, right? Maya.
Vincent Mayo. Ariana Callahan. Agnese Zirbi. Nyla Ray Campbell. Raina Prince. Kenneth Akins.
Cuomo, John Cuomo. Gianna Maria Cuomo. Escalopi. Gianna Maria Gallopi. Megan Meyer.
Brian Castillo.
Bryant Castillo. Oh, fuck me. Abby Alexa Mazarigos.
Alexis Renderos.
Yeah, I got you. Alexis Renderos.
Ronald Zepeda.
Ronald Zepeda.
Figurito. Figurito. I don't really care. Just say it. Figurito. Figurito. No, same thing.
Okay. John Figueredo.
Yeah.
Nicholas Hoff.
Antonio Morales.
Manuel Antonio Morales. Michael Gomes.
Justin Cintron.
Justin Cintron. Alexander Seguenza.
Silda Martinez. Dude, you're gonna hear my dad whistle. Is it?
Silder Martinez.
Yes, sir.
Brett Berardino.
Boy, Sil.
Brett Berardino.
Justin Altman.
Get it.
Justin Altman. Joseph Sullivan. Bridget DeFilippis. Is it Alcon?
Yeah.
Diane M. Alacron. Madison James. Gianna Sacca.
Gambardella.
Ava Gambardella.
Go cool. Go cool. I know what time it is. Tweak mode.
Julian White.
Paul Booker. I will after you say it.
Yes, Paul Booker Jr.
Ivan Nora.
Ivan Norre.
Judah Williams.
Judah Williams.
Isaiah Denzel Smith.
Isaiah Denzel Smalls.
Yeah, that boy's name.
Dylan Ryan. Raymond Hearns. Brian Romero Rodriguez. Elizabeth Matina. You got it. Maggie R. Miller. Marissa Kroberger. Dominic Lawrence Peters.
Yeah, Tom.
Nicholas Lupo. Erin Dykeman. Yonke. Jonke. Actually, Yonke. Yeah. Kimberly Yonke. Lauren Offerman.
Oh man.
Anthony Clark.
Say Kevin Paz. Yeah, Kevin Paz.
Kevin Pass.
Yeah, Kevin!
Come on now. Come on. Justin Luis Del Castillo Flores.
Yeah, Justin!
Joseph Home.
Yo, Chris, I'm actually a little nervous, bro. My legs are shaky, bro. Yo, Chris. Oh my God.
Joseph Humph.
Yeah, Joey!
Don't get it wrong. Don't play.
Lionel Jean Claude Charles Pierre II.
You gotta say Christopher Solizano.
You got this, girl. And
Christopher Solizano.
yeah,
You guys are really close. My bad. Cynthia Carpio.
Hi, what's my name? Okay, go.
Cassandra Estevez. Samantha Ferrafino. Brittany A. Fernandez. Damian Fernandez.
Do you need help?
Ayana Marie Williams Fain.
Are you ready to go?
Ella Victoria Christopher. Alexia Jade Christopher. Juliana Sorgaga.
So sorry.
Daisy Batista.
You don't have to say the N.
Olivia Kacherka. Leslie Molina. Nerissa Charles.
What did I say?
Elias Bowie.
Labo Khan.
Laba Khan.
Yehudia Anglade. Look at my mom and her Jamaican flag.
Yehudia Anglade.
The mic.
Alexis Clark.
You don't understand my name, right? Okay.
Chanel Sibley's. Cheyenne Sibley's.
Dennis Boder.
Dennis Boder.
Giancarlo Montes, chicos. You could just say Montes.
Giancarlo Montes.
Yeah, Mike was gonna say my name.
Alex Chow. Alexander Leacock.
Hello. Can you say Christopher?
Quentin Christopher Carson.
My name is Spencer Mace.
Spencer Mace. Isaiah Jeter.
Just, yeah.
Michaela McDonald.
Lee. Lee is the name.
Amanda Lee Urban. Junior Jonathan Canales Alvarez.
Viviana Mosquera.
Mackenzie Viviana Mosquera. Jade Nash. Jessica Goodis. Mia Baki.
It's Janet. You know it's Janet. Janet. Janet.
Dean Janmat.
Katrina Shafalo. Jacqueline Marie Rutha.
You could just say Ben Muminovic. Ben Muminovic. Yeah, whatever.
Ben Muvinovic. Heidi Alvarado Alas. Brianna Reyes.
It's Katie Rivera. Katie Rivera. Oh, you can say it. Say it.
Haiti Abigail Rivera.
Emily Machuca. Yeah.
Emily Machuca Garcia.
Swear to God, if I keep coming back to me now.
Aurora Albano Estuvion. Winifred Rodriguez.
Please don't fuck it up. Parnell. Okay, go ahead.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah.
Parnell Frenoid.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Matthew Mara.
Could you say Furky Turkey? Please, please, please. Yo, you're on the mic. Say AKA. Say AKA. Say AKA. Say AKA. Furcon Campbell, AKA. Please come.
Furcon Campbell.
Charlotte.
Donnie Charlotte.
Just say these two, not the middle names.
Alan De Leon. I got you now. Nicholas J. Sullivan. Antonio Delgado. Kira Rivera. Kaylee Rose Newman. Haley Jean Fox.
Hello.
I know you.
You do? You sure? Okay.
Anthony Salora.
You can say literally whatever you want.
Olivia Pescatori. Omar Kareem.
Anelus, A-N-E-A-U-S, or Smokey Anelus?
Smokey Annaluz.
Jason.
Jason Halbin.
Antonios Odysseus.
Antonios Odysseus Manolas. Victoria Rose Fowler. Haley Lepic. Madison Elizabeth Lamancusa.
Just say Rosie Cruz.
Rosie Cruz Marroquin. Kate Sturriali.
Okay, just making sure.
Leah Harris.
Don't say the last name. Say Zara Noelia.
Zara Noelia.
You already know. It's Javon Fabian. That's it.
Fabian, okay.
Javon Fabian.
You don't have to say that.
Aaron Taston.
Just making sure.
Aaron Taston. Shannon Riley.
Oh my god. Yeah, Shannon! I know.
I'm sure you stop it.
Ariana George.
Just making sure. I don't want to mess it up on you.
Jada Walters.
Say the last name.
Zuniga Prada. Zuniga Prada.
Zunika Prada.
Lucas E. Zunica Prada.
Paul Coppola.
Paul Coppola. Ryan Murphy.
Let's go, Connor. It's Hasty, right?
Hasty.
Connor Albert Hasty. Brianna Chamoff. Caitlin Custance. Nyelia Amaya.
Editza Gabriella Dons Burrow. Editza Gabriella Dons Burrow.
Aditza Gabriella Dones Baroa.
Say the last name. Francois.
Jada Francois.
Nice, Eric. Gabriel Rodriguez.
Gabriel Rodriguez. Eliza Cruz Morel.
Mark Thomas DeVito II.
Mark Thomas DeVito II. Stephanie Tercero.
Yeah,
Ayana Torres. Diamond Nicole McPartling. Mia McPartling.
Can you say instead of N, Nina?
Simone Nina McMarkling. Juliana Quinn.
All right, ready? Soraya Navina Mercador.
Soraya Navina Ramzagar.
Benjamin Sheckman.
Benjamin Shackton. Brianna Lynn Gunthy.
Yeah, Brianna!
Arabella McCarthy.
Aluchi Chukwemeka.
Thank you. Thank you.
Andrew Mohandas Bears. Michael Fioravanti.
Can you say Jimmy?
Sure.
Okay. You're on mic, please.
Jimmy White.
Just John Astor.
John Astle.
Just say Alexander. Just fine.
Alexander Damara.
Liar.
Daniel Schleier.
Daniel Rizzardi.
Daniel Rizzardi. Ariana Jordan.
Gianna Castillo.
Gianna Castillo.
Maya, I got you, man.
Demaya Wilson.
Can I say my name? Got you.
Abia Casamajor.
Joanne Joseph. Please, please, please.
Joanne Joseph.
Yeah, Joanne. Do you know how to say my name?
Shania Myers.
Mine's a little hard. Just say Zayn.
Zainab Aiden. Alice Chen. Stephanie Gervais.
Melanie Gowdy. Jenna Schmidt.
Suhana Hossein.
Suhana Hossein. Stephanie Velez.
It's getting mad realistic, yo.
Emmanuel Ford. Nevada Myers. Anika Jade Vriasic.
It's Calista Elizabeth. Yes.
Callista Elizabeth DeSapio. Kaya J. Thompson. Jake Whalen.
Robert Wiley.
Robert Wiley.
Charles John Franto.
Charles John Ferranto.
Nicholas Maruso.
Nicholas Bavuso. Sean Xavier Howard.
Yeah.
Anthony L. Hendricks. Daniela Sheila.
Just say S.
Emma S. Vieta.
Just say Fabiana Canales.
Fabiana Canales.
Yes, thank you.
Emily Klonowski. Christopher Cuevas. Joel Hernandez. Brian Ramirez Jr.
Yeah, Brian.
Daniela Skytor. Yes.
Daniela Sky Torres.
You know me. Davin Turner. Just making sure.
Davin Turner. Connor Esposito. Jelani Muna.
Yeah, Jelani.
Kevin Leroy.
Good luck, bro.
Jonathan Rodas.
Peñaranda. Peñaranda.
Jonathan Rodas Pirandas.
Ashley Mohammed.
Yeah.
Ashley Aisha Mohammed.
Aisha.
Ashley Aisha Mohammed.
Julissa Hines.
Julissa Hines. Aaliyah Hill.
Maldonado.
Maldonado.
Yeah, I was saying.
Ashley Maldonado.
Yes, Ashley.
Ryan Wayne Core.
Ryan Wayne Core.
Yes, Ryan.
Did you say it for me?
Ali Buhan.
Ali Buhan.
There you go.
Buhan.
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 Buhan. Okay.
Ali Buhuan Jr.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Here you go.
Rachel Gonzalez. Isabella Dennis. Melanie Campos. Isabella Melendez. Sylvia Araceli Alvarez. Anthony Alexis Moreno.
Rocky Dabney Bigoni.
Rocky Dabney Bigoni. Linda Rowland.
Do you know how to say it?
Lisnelli Gomez Jimenez. Anika Rahman. Amanda Quintanilla. Kennedy Royal.
You know how to say it.
Sebastian Hernandez. Dominic Girardi. Kevin Edward Grix.
Edward!
Liam Daly. Matthew Erickson.
It's Felska.
Paul Felska.
Samir Ali, bro.
Samia Ali. Kayla Urquiza Agreda. Vinaldi Defense.
Juliana Johnson. Emily Jetty.
Joseph Garland. Joseph Garland.
Say it like that.
Yeah, Garland. Joseph.
So say Joseph Garland.
Yeah, don't repeat that.
Just Joseph.
All right.
Joseph Garlands. Kristen Aiva.
Do you want to try to pronounce my middle name? Okay, no. Yeah.
Lana Quach.
You can say only Jerry if you want to.
Jerry Murray.
Jerry G. Murray.
Okay. Say it one more time.
Jerry G. Murray, yes.
Jerry Jean Mary. Maya Tesnova.
One more time. Onika Soa. Yeah. Say it for me. Onika Soa.
Onika Soa Rebecca Alaquaya.
Kimora Louise Caldwell.
Kimora Louise Caldwell.
I know you.
Alicia Felix.
Samantha Duchesne.
Samantha Monique Duchesne.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Crystal Castano Darnley. Crystal Castano Darnley.
Claire Mary Claudette Claremont.
Claire Mary Claudette Claremont. Bianca Michelle. Charlie Robinson.
Oh my God.
Ayana Moore. Kyle N. Sargent.
Yes, Kyle. Oh, just say Allison Velez, not the last one.
Allison Velez. Juliana Mobley.
Sorry.
Gianna Petraglia.
Haley Ruggiero.
Haley Ruggiero.
Arciniegas.
Tiffany Amber Eisenjegas.
It's Matthew, the last one.
Francesca Matthew. Jalen Sakai Perkins.
Zakai. Oh, same thing. Yeah, basically just one letter.
Jaden Zakai Houston. Riley Patrick Clark Reyes.
I'm gonna drop Clyde, bro. If you got my name. Yeah, sign.
Saim Samir.
Yes, son. You got me, right?
Ariane Rahman. Vincent Chan.
Kizzer Jaffrey.
Kizzer Jaffrey.
Liberal. Okay.
Stanley Liberal.
Julian Rivera.
Got it.
Joseph Drago. Faith Sine. Andy Raphael. Victoria Samuels. Ashley Brown. Sky Alora Koenig. Justin Alexander McCoy.
Diego Santiago de Jesus.
Diego Santiago de Jesus.
Hey, you know how to say that, right?
Justin Gonzalez. You don't want to say the job.
You know how to.
Vincent Ferrero. Alyssa Hope Ferrero.
It's Shalasia Amari.
Shalasia Amari Dennis. Kayla Jaleesa Collins. Nyla Georges. Isabella O'Hara.
Fanya Compare. You already know it. You already know.
Fanya Compare.
Daniela Thomas.
Daniela Thomas. Brian Elliott. Matthew J. Croft. Timothy Aluo.
I want to congratulate the class of 2022 North Babylon High School.
Another one?
Just on the two.